Vegetarian and Rastafarian movement in the USVI. ITAL, the diet of Rastafarian movement in the USVI. Being vegetarian is the diet of the Rastafarians who intend to improve health and energy. It's thought to be closer to universal energy and life force, to avoid bringing death to God's creatures. This just wrapped
That was just right. She just wrapped it for me. I buy it from a lady. Husband is a farmer, and I buy the teas from them. And then see, I'm drying it out, and then I cut it up, and then see if I want to make some tea. This is what I do. I put that in the infuser.
So when it's dry, what color is it supposed to be when it's at the best?
Yeah, you see that? It really should be green like this.
It should be green when it
instead of
dries.
leaving it on the tree to turn brown, as you can see. You see? You see that aroma on there? So because if you leave it, okay babe, talk to you.
Okay.
If you leave it on the tree to dry out, it turns brown.
That's
So
interesting.
you don't want it to turn
But when
brown.
you cut it, it
Yeah.
dries and it keeps the nutrients.
Yeah.
That's so
And you let it
interesting.
dry and you see it stays green.
Wow.
You see? It stays green.
So if it's brown, don't cut it. It's already gone.
Yeah, it's already dried out. Yeah, this way you cut it when it's nice and green and full.
It's beautiful.
And that's how you do it.
And I
you
can
dry
really
it out.
smell
Yeah.
it. That's
Okay.
Welcome, Judith.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
All right.
I hear you have some yummy tea for us.
I do.
I'm excited. So what do you have here today?
What I'm serving today is a turmeric ginger rooibos. This is one of my best sellers, and it is one of the teas that we refer to as perhaps more healing and soothing at the same time. As we well know, turmeric is used by many countries, individuals, because it's an anti-inflammatory.
It's a secret ingredient
Yes.
for everything.
Anti-inflammatory. And the ginger, of course, soothes the stomach. Ginger can be used for that. And then there's rooibos, which is a South African red bush tea. The rooibos is the word for red bush in South. Rooibos.
That's nice.
Yes. It's a South African tea. And it's they drink it daily. But what they used to do with the rooibos, they used it as an appetite suppressor. So they drink it very much in the morning, you know.
It's good for the gut because you got the ginger, the rooibos.
And then of course you have the turmeric.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very tasty, by the way.
Well, I am so excited
And
to
if I
try.
pour this right now, yes, as you can see,
Beautiful coloring.
and nice, beautiful color.
I can even
The turmeric
smell the aroma.
mixed with the ginger and of course the rooibos. And of course you can add sweetener if you want, but I prefer non-sweetener.
I feel like already I'm getting a hint of the flavor, so you probably
Yes.
don't really need it.
And usually a sweetener you can do agave.
Oh yeah?
Yes, which
The
is
liquid,
yes. Or you can do honey. which is another sweetener.
Yeah.
Or you can just do regular sugar, brown sugar or white sugar,
Yeah.
whatever the person's taste
Yes.
for preference for a sweetener.
Actually, I was looking through the Bush Therapy booklet here, and I noticed you use the term local honey. Is that
Yes.
something you keep here?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
have a gentleman, and I could give his name, Henry Smith, who's a beekeeper. And Henry produces honey, and it's really an excellent addition.
He does it here locally? Or
Yes, no, he does it here
That's so
locally.
interesting.
Small amounts, but I sell it, and he it's really
The best
really
things
good.
are in small amounts.
Yes, yes. So he does a local honey.
I'm excited to try. You think it's okay to try now?
Yes, it is. It's hot, but if you don't mind sipping on hot tea, it's good. Very
That is good.
It's very soothing.
Now, is this an all day? I know there's some teas people drink before bed, some teas, in the morning.
You can drink this anytime.
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 Just you want to feel
Yeah.
soothed, relaxed,
And
good
just
gut.
good for your gut,
Yeah.
especially in the morning. One of the things about tea is tea has become the second most selling beverage in the world.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Ice hot.
Yeah, and if you think about the population of the world, just think in countries China,
True.
Japan,
Yeah.
India,
Yes. Yes.
all of Great
Thailand,
Britain,
yeah. Britain.
Thailand, all the countries that make up the large population of the world. So why that would be the second most selling beverage, of course, next to water.
And those are populated countries that you
That's
named.
right, exactly.
China, and they're very populated.
Yeah, so they all drink tea.
Yeah.
And they drink tea daily. Tea as a beverage, as a daily beverage, whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon, whether it's in the evening.
How did you get into the tea business?
How did I get into the tea business? That's an interesting
I'm excited. 'cause
yeah question.
You have such a beautiful array here.
I had a chance to go to China in I think it was 2010, yeah. And with some very close friends. And we went, and I think it was 7 or 8 cities in China that we visited. And I was thinking at that point, I was planning my retirement. I was going to retire in 2013.
Just a few years.
Yeah, so 2010, 2011, I decided, well, this would be, yeah. And so it was exciting because I just saw how we visited, so many tea houses.
Yes.
And I said, this would be a wonderful idea to take that home
Yeah.
and open up a tea shop when I
Yeah.
decide to retire. And so that's where the dream started. Of course, I'm very cognizant of the fact that here in the Virgin Islands, we tend to drink tea. Our British influence, I grew up with a grandmother who brewed tea every day, used tea for everything, for every ailment we had.
Yeah.
So tea was very much part of my heritage.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I just decided, I just decided that, this might be something. So I started looking around for a venue. And this place here was closed, had been closed for 4 years, because I wanted an outdoor presence as well as an indoor presence. I knew I couldn't afford anything on the main street. But at the same time, I wanted it to be close enough within walking distance that folks could participate and come in. And after I got in here and we started doing a lot of renovations, then I started getting my finances together. I went to the Economic Development Authority, got some funding, used some of my own personal funding, and hence East Garden Tea House.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I love the colors that you chose, the ambiance, the little couches. It's just very relaxing.
Yes.
Which is when I have a cup of tea, what you want to feel relaxed.
Yes.
So could you tell me, Judith, if seems like you have a lot of tea.
Food Beat Island Adventure would like to thank all our Facebook viewers, YouTube viewers, Rialto Network Cable TV California viewers, and the Virgin Islands Daily News for exposing Food Beat Island Adventure to the abundance of USVI viewers. If you would like to donate or underwrite a Food Beat Island Adventure segment or full show, contact us at cookingontv.net or flashlightredworks@gmail.com or call us at 340-228-4666.